Alrighty, hey guys, this is Think Outside the Cube, and here's volume 1 of Thanksgiving startups. Of course, we have an abundance of cars: 13 4Runner, our 14 Altima, 03 Sequoia, 08 ES. We've got our Jeep Commander, and we've got a Sienna. Last but not least, we've got a 14 CRV. And so, we'll just go ahead and jump right in. We've got a bunch of cars to go through. I'm not going to open the hood on all of them just because that's really time consuming. Start them up, give you a brief description about all of them, and we'll move on to the next car. So what you're looking at here, I did a video of an ES a while back, but I ended up deleting it just because I didn't like it. This is my uncle's 2008 Lexus ES350. It's pretty optioned up. You have, of course, adaptive lighting, alloys, heated and cooled seats, navigation. It's almost everything except like ultra luxury. Of course, you can tell by the alloys. And then, of course, the 03 Sequoia is my aunt's vehicle. It's the family hauler. It's been to Disney World an abundance of times. It's got about 180,000 miles and has no signs of stopping. So I guess we'll start off with the ES. Personally, my favorite car, this is actually the car that I thought I was going to get when I turned 16, but as you can see, that didn't work out too well. It wasn't so much that I thought I was going to get it, more so than I just wanted it. But of course, you do have smart key access on the ES, so you just grab the door handle and it will unlock. It's got my favorite gray color on the ES, and then coming inside, you do have the gray leather interior, of course. And as I said, very optioned up with the navigation, the heated and ventilated seats. As you can see, we have a tape player in here just because it's an older design. We'll go ahead and put our foot on the brake and press the button to start. As you can see, 9189 miles. Definitely average miles for the year, I guess you could say. You do have your climate controls over here, audio. Of course, you have navigation and destination points of interest. Putting it in reverse, you have a rear backup camera, which I just thought was insane because I had never seen one before. This was the first car that I've seen that had it. Of course, up top, nice LED lighting. The headliner is so smooth if you've ever been in any of these ESs. LED headlights, auto dimming rearview mirror, of course, soft touch all over the place. Very, very nice car. But of course, underneath it's basically just a Camry, so a more frugal way would have been to buy a Camry XLE, but you definitely wouldn't have got the service and the quiet ride of a ES. So come over to the Sequoia. I knew this video was going to be impossible to make in one take, but this is a 2003 Toyota Sequoia Limited. Options on these are kind of hard to find. Toyota was very, very weird with their options back in the early 2000s. So finding one of these with navigation is very, very difficult, even if it was even available. Rear seat entertainment, didn't get that. So this just basically has automatic climate, heated front seats, leather, no four-wheel drive, but it's been a family hauler. It's got over 180,000 miles on it, so we'll go ahead and check it out. Of course, alloy wheels. Headlights are looking a little faded, but there's really nothing you can do about that besides buying new ones. Of course, you can sand them down, but they will fog back up in a few months. As I said, it's a limited. Coming inside, the leather is in absolutely great shape for 180,000 miles. As you can see, very minimal creasing. If any GM vehicle with 180,000 miles would have leather in much worse shape. Of course, coming inside, I really like the silver and gray combo. I'll go ahead and stick the key in the ignition and start it up. As you can see, almost 181,000, 188.47. And no check engine lights, no issues whatsoever. This has been basically problem-free besides a few wear and tear issues. The plastic door handles came off a few times, but that was an easy replace at the Toyota dealer. Of course, auto-dimming rearview mirror, premium JBL audio, auto climate, heated seats down here, power folding mirrors. Looking in the back seat, of course, you have baby seats for grandchildren. The leather carries through, as well as the rear seat. radio controls. Of course, a very, very big sunroof in here as well. But that's basically it. This is really just older Toyota. Nice soft touch materials all the way across. Gathered leather right here. Really before they went through their cheap phase. Their cheap phase really was kind of in the 2007 period of time. But I'm a really big fan of this generation Sequoia. Maybe I'm just biased because my family has one. But very Saab Kyle-esque. I think his mom's has the gold. His mom's is white, has gold badges, and is four-wheel drive, I think. But I guess we'll go ahead and move on to the Altima. Alright, so next we have a 2014 Nissan Altima. Of course, you guys, this isn't too new to you guys. This is my dad's car. Over 40,000 miles on it now. It's supposed to be gone, actually. My dad has actually decided to basically change his mind and keep it another year until my brother gets out of school so he can really splurge on a nice car for him. He's looking at 2016 Lexus ES, trying to get a year-end model next year. We test drove an Avalon, we test drove an Accord, and we really almost purchased an Accord. We got an extremely good deal on a 2015 Accord EXL 4-cylinder. They gave us a price of $24,500, and that was an absolute steal for an Accord. Brand new, wasn't a demo or anything like that. They were just trying to get the 15s off the lot. But we decided to keep it. We were just drive it until my brother gets out of college, and then we'll splurge on a really nice car. So coming inside, of course, the gun metallic exterior, the black cloth interior, or charcoal, I guess you could say in Nissan terms. 41,400 miles. Foot on the brake and press the button to start. Of course, door panels, nice soft touch all the way across, padding down here. Really, we just purchased this as a disposable car. There's no other way to put it. My dad needed a vehicle with good gas mileage and was cheap to maintain, and this has basically been all of those. It's worth basically nothing now. On trade-in, we could get maybe 13 grand for it. Private party, maybe 16, maybe 15.5. So yeah, just because Nissan sells to so many rental fleets, it's basically made the Altima resale plummet. But I mean, that's just one of the things of going with an Altima over an Accord or a Camry. But enough with our disposable Altima. I'm ready to get rid of it. I've had enough of it. We'll move on to the 4Runner. Alright. Okay. So we'll go get the 4Runner keys and we'll check that one out. So next up we have a 2013 Toyota 4Runner SR5. This did replace the Corolla that I was talking about, a 2003 Toyota Corolla LE. Had over 200,000 miles on it, so it definitely was very trusty and got plenty of use out of it. Found a very good deal on this. The person was basically upside down on it, and of course, you know, 4Runner resale is extremely high. So we definitely got a really good deal on this, just because the person needed out really fast. They had to have a down payment for their house and stuff like that. So we got a really good deal on it just because they needed it. It is certified pre-owned as well. Coming inside, of course, with this being an SR5, you do have the black cloth. Manual driver's seat, power lumbar. Coming inside, go ahead and start it up. Almost 41,000 miles on this 4-liter V6. Of course, that's absolutely nothing for these. These things can run for hundreds and thousands of miles. Of course, Bluetooth. You have party mode down here, which basically just amplifies your voice from what I know. Single zone manual climate controls. This one doesn't have too many options on it. I don't think it has 4-wheel drive or anything like that. But it's definitely a lot nicer and a lot more reliable than that Corolla would have been. Of course, mirror and vanity lights up here. These 4Runners really got very luxurious for 2014, the refresh. Other than that, they were kind of more utilitarian and very truck-like. But there's nothing wrong with that. I would drive one today. I just love how they drive. But yeah, that's basically it for this one. Alright, so coming to the Sienna, this is a 2013 Toyota Sienna XLE. This is just your typical mommy mobile with child seats in the second row. There's nothing you can really do about that. That's what it's mainly made for. This replaced a 2005, I think, Chevy Malibu, so it's definitely an upgrade. Of course, you'd have the smart key, all your power doors and all those features like that, alloy wheels, leather interior. I really never knew how expensive minivans were until I started looking into prices. Getting a Limited is very expensive, especially for baby boomers when they're fairly young, so I can't blame them for getting an XLE. Coming inside, you have like the lighter colored leather. And of course, this is pre-refresh, so you have the more uniquely grained plastics in here, very similar to the Prius. I don't have a problem with them, but I know some automotive reviewers definitely have some negative words to say about it. So go ahead and put your foot on the brake and press the button to start. And you've got 39,529 miles on this one. Backup camera. Of course, you have a nice backup camera, check entire surroundings. I'm a really big fan of the layout in here. I think it's just really simple. The white steering wheel definitely will get a little dirty over time, but that's nothing a little leather wipe can't fix. Of course, heated seats. You do have a nice sunroof in this XLE, power doors, no rear seat entertainment or anything like that, but that's why you'd buy some iPad minis or something like that. Of course, dual glove boxes. I've got to kind of speed through this one just because my cousin's wanting to leave soon. But of course, you do have the power vents, so you can push to open those. And we'll look at those. You can see them opening back there. You can hold down your key. Maybe not. Maybe you have to press the button when it's turned on. Yeah, you do. You can't use the key. But of course, coming back here, child seats, and this is what a minivan's made for, a safe transportation for kids. It's definitely done the job a whole lot better than the Malibu has. But that'll go ahead and wrap this one up, and we'll move to the CR-V. Last but not least, this is a 2014 Honda CR-V. This is my favorite year. This is 2014. I love the 12, 13s, and 14s just because I feel like the 14 or the 15 refresh really didn't do much to the vehicle. The heated cloth seats are nice, but I mean, I would get an EXL anyways. I like the 5-speed automatic, of course, over the CVT, and I feel like these are just more Honda. You have a volume knob and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to deal with that very crummy infotainment system in the new 15s. So coming inside, this is an EXL, of course, so you do have the nice leather seats. We'll go ahead and hop in. This did replace a 2005 Nissan Altima. You do have 24,592 miles. And of course you do have good old trusty K24 2.4. I'm a really big fan of these, as you can probably tell. If I had to get a compact SUV any day, I'd probably take one of these over a RAV4. But of course, nice sunroof up above, sunroof visor on this EXL. Something that Honda dealers around here love to do is they just like to add unnecessary dealer installed options on all of their cars. It's basically impossible to find any Honda on the lot that doesn't have a sunroof visor, or they don't have mud flaps or anything like that. But I mean, can you blame them? That's probably where they make their most money, because this one probably has a bunch of options. This pinstripe was probably $500. Of course, you've got the mud flaps, you've got the sunroof visor. So basically all of them have a bunch of dealer installed options on them. But maybe that's just around here. But that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching this quick little, maybe not so quick, video of all of the family cars of over here on Thanksgiving. But sorry for it being so choppy. I've had a few interruptions here and there, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.